Hey my frugal friends, wagwan. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Frugality is Life. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please make sure you're subscribed and come along for the journey. Today we're going to go through a few things, but before we start, I want to say thank you to everyone who has been watching my videos to the end, running my playlists. I am so appreciative of your support, giving me those watch hours. We are, as I'm filming this, I am at 2,700 hours. So thank you all so much. We are super close to 3,000 and I am so grateful for all your support. The other thing I want to get into is I have made a freebie, and it is a collaboration freebie, but let me explain. So this is a 100-meter savings challenge, and it's going to be available, as you're seeing this video, in my description section where you have freebies. You can download it. But let me get into how we're going to play this. So this is sort of a knockoff of a 100-meter race. I am a huge, athletic fan, and I used to run a 100-meter back in the day. I was super fast, but I was short. So I have a lot of gold medals and everything to show, that your girl was a champion. Your girl was a runner. We are born and bred in Jamaica, and track and field is like a piece of us, So I was just sitting and I thought of this, a 100-meter race. And so there are going to be 6 participants in this race, and we're going from the start to the end. And what we're going to do is we're going to be rolling a die. And so we're going to do once every week. We're going to roll this die starting after February 1st. We're going to be rolling this die, and say I roll 3, you're going to move up. So these are the tabs. So there are going to be 6 rolls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rolls to the finish line, which means there are going to be 6 rolls of the dice to get to the finish. Who are my participants, you may ask? Hang on a second. Here are the ladies that I've teamed up with to do this challenge with. So it is Plan Live Budget, Bianca, Brandy Janae, Sassy Beauty Budgets, Erin, the Traveling and Saving Chief, Andra, and myself. And then guess who is number 1? You guys are number 1. Of course, you're subbies. You are our friends. Like, we gotta include you. So you guys are number 1. So you are playing along with us. So make sure, if you're not subscribed to these ladies, that you run over and subscribe to them. And listen, this is a race, so you gotta follow us, right? You gotta follow us to the finish line. So what's gonna happen is each week we're gonna roll the dice. When you roll the die, we're gonna move. So as you can see, who is in lane 1? You guys. Who is in lane 2? I am. Andra is in lane 3. Erin is in lane 4. Brandy is in lane 5, and Bianca is in lane 6. So when we throw a die, so for me, I'm in lane 2. So I would put my 1 here, and I threw 1. And then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look out for all these other ladies' videos to see what they throw. And guess what? I'm going to fill it in my slot, in the slots here. So that means we can see who start off, who had a good start, right? And who had a false start. If we didn't throw much, right? So we're going to kind of follow all of us to the finish line and see who gets there first. Now, this is a friendly competition, savings challenge, and we're all gonna save some money. Now, this is super low income, low budget, because you're only rolling a 6-sided dice. So the most you can get is 6. So are you guys excited? I am so excited. So head to my description section where you have freebies. There's gonna be a link, and then you can look for this 100-meter savings race challenge. Download it and play along with us. Like, you print yours out and you can see who is where. So when you throw the dice, you put your number, and then you look out for all of us to see who is in the lead. So I will be watching, and I will be keeping tabs on how fast or how slow we're going in order to get to that finish line. So we are going to target to get to the end of this by the end of February. But listen, go at your own pace. If that's too fast of a pace for you, do what works for you. There is absolutely no rush. But I just figured this is going to be an exciting way for us to collaborate, for us to save together. And I'm always looking for unique ways to collaborate and partner with different people in our budgeting community, because we're all awesome. We have so many wonderful people, and I am just so grateful for everyone, for all your support, for watching my videos, for subscribing, for, you know, leaving me those positive comments. And as I, you know, speak on the positive comments, so please go ahead and download and save with us, okay? And as I said, it's gonna be, we are gonna start the first week of February. You know, after February 1st, we're thinking maybe, you know, a lot of people get paid on the 1st, or they're, you know, therefore, so, or thereafter, and so you'll have the money so you can do the race. And it's once per week that we are going to roll the dice. And there are instructions as well on here. I left instructions just in case you forget. So with that being said, we are going to stuff $100 in my professional binder, and I'm going to tell you guys a very, very sad story. So yesterday, I'm filming this on Saturday. I may put it up on today, Saturday, or I may put it up on Sunday. But yesterday, Friday, January 26th, early, my mother-in-law passed away. So it has been very sad in our household. She was ill. She had Alzheimer's, and she went into the hospital. And when we were notified, my husband's aunts notified us that, you know, she was going into the hospital. We started looking for flights, because we were like, let's just go. She's been, you know, Alzheimer's is something that really, it's a disease that it's years you can be in several different phases of it, right? And my husband's mom sadly was in, like, you know, the later stage. She wasn't walking anymore. She wasn't talking anymore. And of course, she didn't know any of us anymore. So she had a on-site caregiver. She has had that caregiver for years, maybe over 10 years, because it's a thing that is a phase thing. So first, you know, small things start to go, then larger things start to go from a memory, and then eventually everything goes. And so when we were told that she went into the hospital, my husband and I started looking for flights to go. So yesterday we actually booked a flight, and we said we're going to leave on Monday, because of course, you know, we are looking and we're saying, let's go. But the prices of flights and everything was like astronomical too. And we're saying, you know, knowing the situation, knowing what's to come, my husband is the only child, and so, you know, a lot of that burden will be on him. So we said we don't want to do anything risky financially, because at the end of the day, we will have to pay for all the arrangements, along with his family. Of course, his family is her sisters and stuff will help as well, because they're super close. They're a super close family. Let's stuff while I talk. So this is my wants versus needs saving challenge, and we're going to stuff number 5, which 5 is wants, and wants is $5. So let's put in 5. So we booked the flight, and I notified my job. Well, I notified my job, booked the flight, and we said, let's go. He notified his job, and we said, let's go. Let's do one more. Number 1. Okay, 5 again. So let's put that. Let's put a 10. But an hour after booking the flight, my husband's aunt phoned. I was in a meeting at work, because of course yesterday is Friday, so I was at work. but it's a work from home day, so I was home, thank God. And my husband was home because he was supposed to go on a trip, but I said to him, like, don't go, let's see what's going on, you know, before. And his trip was going to take him to Texas. So I'm going to put 10 into this one. So we literally an hour after we booked the flight, his aunt called and said his mom passed. And of course I was in a meeting, and when I saw the call coming through, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think it's going to be good news. I quickly turned my camera off, and I took the call, and she said his mom passed, and I should like relay the news to him. So I did. He was in the bedroom. I went and I relayed the news, and it was just awful. It was just awful. As much as your parents, your loved ones are sick or ill, you're never really prepared for them to pass. Doesn't matter. And as you guys know, like if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I lost my mom in 2022. So, and my dad I lost about 9 years now, because this is 2024. Yeah, we're going 9 years. So all these challenges in this binder are mine. Most of them are on my Etsy shop. You can purchase them from there. And for spilled paint, I'm gonna put $5 into this one. Let me just grab the 5 and let's do this one. What haven't I done? I think I've done all the colors I have. So as you can imagine, it has been like a really tough, you know, couple of days. But we are hanging in there because we know that God knows best, and you don't want to see your loved ones suffer. That's one thing you don't want to see. And with that disease, Alzheimer's, it's so awful. So awful. But she was a wonderful woman. She was very intelligent, very much, you know, educated, very much a brilliant woman. And yeah, and then I think that was why it was just so hard for everyone to see her the way, you know, she got down with the disease, because they knew how brilliant she was. She got scholarship for all her education. She was a radiographer, so so when people go in to get their, you know, their chemo treatments, all of that, like all the testing and all those things would be done by someone like her. But she was like the head radiographer in Jamaica at one point in time back in the day. So she was a brilliant woman, and we will miss her so much. It's definitely hard, and but we, you know, the memories will live on. And I'm just trying to be here for my husband, because he's an only child, but he has a lot of family and they're very close. Oops, this is the wrong green. They are very close, so he'll be okay. And I will be here to support. And yep. So I was so ready to like film a video showing you guys how I'm unstuffing my travel binder and all these things to pay for the flight, but because everything happened within the hour, I was able to just cancel everything after it was booked, and you know, I'm just gonna make sure I get that money back. But it was literally 1 hour, so we didn't have to go through too much to have it canceled. So, but you know what, guys, that's why we save. That's why we do what we do, because we never know when something will happen, and you will have to, you're gonna need that cash, right? And we're still gonna have to book our flight and, you know, pay for funeral preparations and all that, to go to Jamaica when that happens. But this is why we save our money. This is why we do what we do, so we're prepared when things like this happen. And I'm so grateful for, you know, just having that knowledge, that understanding, that having this community, and just having, you know, the background that I have, which, you know, helps me to save, that tells me that saving is essential. And I am very grateful for that. Very grateful. So if you ever doubt that, if you're watching and you ever doubt that, you know, cash stuffing, you know, does it work? It absolutely does, because you're gonna see me in another few weeks unstuffing my travel binder, because we're gonna be going to Jamaica. Won't be on a, you know, the occasion that we would want to go, but we gotta go, and we'll be unstuffing our travel binder at that point in time. So stay tuned. It's sad times, but when you trust in God, you know, things work out for the best, always. So He is the comforter, so we rely on Him to comfort us. And you know what? He never leaves or forsakes us, so we're in good hands. And because of that, I'm not worried. I've been through this with my mom, with my dad, aunts, cousins. But one thing I know is sure, He is the comforter, and everything happens for a reason. So that's the end of my money. That's the end of my stuffing. That's the end of my update to you guys. So please continue to pray for us. Keep us in your prayers. My husband is, you know, is taking it quite hard, as you must imagine. So please pray for him, pray for me. And so sorry for this sad ending to my video, but you guys are my family too, and I want you to know what's happening with us, because this is life, right? This is real life. This is not anything made up. This is not fictional, me stuffing this binder. This is not a fake binder, fake life. This is real life. And I wanted to let you guys know that, you know, life happens, but when you budget and when you save, you are being prepared. You're preparing for those times when things like this happen, and you gotta go. And yeah, budgeting, cash stuffing never fails. Never fails. So please remember to download the freebie. It will be in my description section under freebies. You can find all my other freebies as well. Download, play along with us, and as I said, we will start next week. So in my next couple of videos, I will remind you guys as well. And remember, if you're not subscribed to any of these ladies, head over to their channels. They're wonderful, beautiful ladies that are hugely supportive of this budgeting community and everyone, and you'll enjoy their content. So thank you so much for spending the time with me. I appreciate you so much. Thanks again for everyone who has been watching my videos and subscribing and giving me those watch hours. I am deeply appreciative of your support. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like the video and that you left your $sign in the comment section below. Please share my video. And finally, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. I would really appreciate if you do. Until next time, keep budgeting, stay frugal, and walk good. Bye.